We're going to have a little fireside chat here with Malachi Greb. I'm Korpi from NextLink Labs. We're pretty excited to have Malachi Greb, the CEO of Elite Automation. Very excited to have him here. Malachi, great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Can you tell me a little bit about Elite Automation?
Yeah, sure. So we're systems integrators, and I say that wrong all the time. I've been saying it wrong for years. We're actually OEMs or machine builders, so we're building capital equipment is the primary business model for us. We do more integration, more so as a way to service customers and really support them in ways that a lot of the bigger companies are not willing to support. You know, a lot of companies don't want to do a retrofit on a robot, and small things like that we're still willing to do.
Yeah. So, as a cybersecurity company over here, we deal with a lot of cybersecurity issues. People are concerned about remote access and stuff like that. What have you seen with your integration, remote access, and how are you able to help customers with that?
Yeah. So I mean, for us, I think it's very, very important that we grant remote access to systems, right? It's very important that the customers have the ability to have outside support and immediate support to their systems. It offers a ton of advantages to mitigate downtime, and I think also while making that transition and having more remote support, people do got to have in mind cybersecurity. They got to think about, by using this VPN, does it create any type of potential issue where a hacker could get into the system? And to be honest, like, one thing you have to keep in mind is like how the company that is supplying the remote support, how are they managing the data that you're providing them? You're giving them complete access to your system, or are you not giving them complete access to your system? Is there some type of key switch that has to be enabled for them to be able to log in? So things like that need to be thought about, so that way their data is just not open to the public.
Yeah, that's great. So you have a lot of companies that have that concern, cybersecurity wise, and you're able to walk them through that process with the remote access and kind of quell those concerns in that realm.
Yeah, absolutely. And like a lot of times, like, we're having to work with IT people to get the access. A lot of times you plug in the VPN just doesn't work because it's already firewalled and some safety measures are there.
Yeah, it's great to see you trying to bridge that gap between IT and OT. A lot of times you've got the operational folks don't really want to work with the information folks, and to see them coming together is great. And to have an integrator be able to help with that's incredible. What type of integrations do you do at Elite Automation?
Yeah, so we started off as a material handling company, but we've definitely migrated much more into a robotic welding company. So we're doing like a lot of weld fixtures and just any type of weld programming and the capital projects behind that. Now the material handling side of our company is still there, but we went from pretty much zero robotic welding to now it makes up probably over 50% of our business. And also, as we've grown as a company, a lot of the engineers that we've hired have been robotic weld engineers who've been working on like BIW lines and working on some smaller like turn-in style systems and majority of their career. So it's really helped leverage us and give us the strength to be able to do a lot of robotic welding tasks.
That's great. That's great. Starting your own company in this industry probably isn't the easiest, right? I imagine there's a big challenge with that. So what would you say is your greatest accomplishment besides just being able to start your own company and be extremely relevant to everybody here?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like one of the biggest accomplishments is survival. Especially the capital world. We're building systems that are $250,000 plus. There's a lot of tricks that you need to put in place, a lot of like strategy, I should say, that you need to put in place to be able to accomplish even financially to execute those projects, and also skill set wise, because capital projects always include multi-facets of engineering. You have PLC programming, robot programming, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, so there's all these different disciplines within what we do. And to be able to have all those different resources to execute a project is a very challenging part, especially in the beginning whenever you have limited resources in a company.
That's great to see that you've overcome that, and again, like you said, you're surviving in this industry, and I'm very excited for what you do. I've seen a lot of your videos and things that you're doing on social media and the companies that you're helping, and I know there's a lot of folks that are very happy with that. And a lot of the companies that you do help are here at Automate, and so why do you come to Automate? What is it about Automate that you just really, it draws you in?
Yeah, so I think Automate, like one, it's probably the best show in America, especially for automation, manufacturing automation. So this show has a lot of good technologies, a lot of new things that are in the market, or just robotics and automation in general. So you have, a whole gamut of individuals experienced automation. So on the manufacturing side, there's some manufacturers that have hundreds of robots in their facilities, and there's some manufacturers that don't even know what a robot is, right? And so the show gives the ability for people to get exposure to those things, and for us coming here, we deal with a lot of these technologies on a daily basis anyway, so we're very familiar with these type of technologies, but a lot of the general public is not aware. So we're coming here and we're taking video footage, we're doing some interviews in front of different types of equipment, explaining the technologies that are there, how you can use those, and really just doing that kind of as a give back so people can get the experience of being in the show if they can't make it here to the show.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So I do have one final question. I've seen you going around with the shirts, freeing humans, one robot at a time. As a matter of fact, you're wearing one right now.
Yep.
That seems to be your little slogan, your logo. So, final question is, when the robots take over the world, what side are you on, humans or robots, and why?
I'm definitely on the human side, right? This didn't really, like the slogan didn't come until after the company, but like one thing that was always there in my mind is as humans, I think we work too much. I was one of those people, I've worked 60, 80 hours a week for like years on end, right? And it's like, what's the point in living life and working so many hours, especially when you start having family and kids and you're just working your life away and not even get to spend your time with your kids. It's kind of it's a sad thing, and really in society and technologically, we're at a point where that's not really necessary. So I'm really hoping, through robotics, that it will give us the ability to take away even more manual labor jobs, and we can come up with some other like societal system that gives us the ability to have more free time and work less, or work on more passion projects versus just having to go to some very boring 9-to-5 job that you hate and not want to do.
That's awesome. Great answer. Do what you want to do, not what you have to do. I love it. That's great. That's great. Well, Malachi, it's been wonderful having you here. Really enjoyed our conversation. It's a pleasure seeing you around the conferences every time we go. Can't wait till the next one. See you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.